Hello guys, Zeb from New Zealand. This is just for the message for few of the people there who are doing basic repairs, which is just the battery replacement or the screen replacement. To be careful with the customer's phone, because um, this is unfair to the customer. Is if they are there just to replace the battery or the LCD, and then you pulled up some capacitors or resistors and then the phone gone dead. I have got another iPhone 8 here, which is make me a little bit angry because this customer, I think he went somewhere to got the LCD replaced. And what has happened, these iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, they have got charging MOSFET very close to the battery connector. So mistakes happen, so that's fine. But the problem here is on this phone. I will show you here. They have, they made a mess here, and now the phone is shorted. It's not charging anymore. So look here, maybe a microscope. Okay, I will make it a little bit. So I have all, because I have to do this repair, so I have already covered it. So I will move it around because the shade is so okay, that's better. Okay, let's see if we can make it a little bit more clear. Anyway, so this is I have already covered it because I have to give it a heat to replace the some capacitors. So if you look here, see these three. One of is I think the FL, which is the fuse, and out of these three, two are capacitors. So now they are joined together and shortening the board. And there is one more capacitor which is here. It's been pulled out, and not only one but both the charging MOSFET, which is Q3201 and Q3200, which are these ones here, they both are missing. So of course phone is not gonna turn on, it's not gonna charge. So this is a little bit mess here, because what I have to do, I have to make sure these are sitting properly. This one is missing, and then both of these charging MOSFET. So let's look here what we have got on the. So this is iPhone 8 Plus. So what we have here is these three caps. They are pulled off, and then all of them they are joined together, which is ground is touching the positive line, which is on PP battery VCC line, and of course the phone is not gonna turn on even if these were not pulled off or broken. If you are missing any of these Q3200 or Q3201 are broken, it's not gonna work anyway. So what I have to do, first of all, I have got iPhone 8 Plus, which I can use as a donor board. So donor board iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. So this is iPhone 8 Plus. Here the location of the this is on iPhone 8 Plus Q3201 is here, and location is little bit. So on iPhone 8 Plus, these charging MOSFET are a little bit away from, this is where you put the battery connector, are a little bit away from here. So that is pretty far, but as you can see on iPhone 8 they are pretty close, just here, see, here and here. Not too close, but if you replace the battery carefully, that should be okay. So now we will be fixing these three capacitors, which is C3294 and then 9395. So we will fix this, and then we will take the charging MOSFET from the donor board and replace it, and hopefully it should work after that. So I will give it a little bit more closer examination, and while I was looking at it, guys, I went into another problem which you can see here. So this charging MOSFET, which is I think Q3200, so as you can see, these two pads are okay. I will just remove the excess solder, but and the other one which is Q3100, I think this one here, this is all good, but that pad's been pulled out. See here, there's no pad. So we went into another problem. So how to um, so this is also one thing to learn. If you see, there is a pad which is pulled out, and then because even if we put the charging MOSFET, that pad that is running from there to another component is not there. So even if you put charging MOSFET, it's not gonna work. So first thing, we have to find out where that line is connected to. So sorry, I will put you here on the. So see, this is the Q3210, and this is the line which pad is missing from here. Even the pad is pulled up. So this is connected to a battery connector here, and this is the line, and then this is also connected to this capacitor here. This is not capacitor, actually. This is this is DZ3201. So now you know the iPhone boards, they have got 7 layers where these all lines are running, so that all the components, they can communicate to each other. So now we have to check. I will show you here again. Okay, I think you can see a little bit. I will show you from here. Now as you can see, you see two these golden color, these ones here. So this I have give it a little bit clean here. So if you are doing this sort of work, make sure you don't go too deep. Just dig where you see that sort of. So now the problem here is, as you can see, I have little bit scratched it to find where. So if I connect it to ground, now I'm trying to find which one is actually, because I see. So if I put it on ground, continuity mode, and put here, so this sort of silver is beeping, so that means that's ground. So if I put where I have removed little bit where the pad was, so I will go a little bit here, see there is no beep. So if I put my multimeter here and put it in there, I hope you get the idea. I'm checking where actually that pad is. Now the next problem is, because now we know this part is grounded, it's supposed not to be connected with this Q3200, this line. So if I'm putting little bit of flux here to make a pad so that they are connected, it might be connected here. So this is where we gonna use the UV glue. So this is the UV glue. UV glue is what it does actually. If you are scratching any surface and you see there are other components inside, or maybe you are doing a jumping, and then when you are soldering it back, so you have to cover any area which you think might be can go conductive and can connect with each other, you have to use this UV glue. So I will show you, because there is a Q3200 where the pad is pulled out, so and then there is another line which is ground. So we have to make sure when we are putting Q3200 charging MOSFET there, they don't connect with each other. So come back here, and then I will get a little bit of UV glue, and then this is very small area, man. So I have to get a little bit here, and just there, here, here, and remember this was just a very small. Okay, so once this is there, so the next thing we have to do, we have to dry it up. So to dry it up, you can use this sort of UV light. So what I will do, I will just, it is the USB on one end, so I will turn it on, and then just you can see, so I will just put it here, go back, okay, so I will just put it here, so I will come back in 10 minutes. So guys, while the other I put it under the UV light, so that is drying up. So now I will get the MOSFET from the donor board, which is this iPhone 8 Plus here. So I have already removed one, I'm removing the next one. So maybe you can watch here in the microscope. So you can see one I have already removed, and this is the next one which I'm removing. They are very small. Okay. So I'm just waiting so that it just come out. By itself. I don't want to break it. So there you go. I don't want to lose it, so I have got that sticky tape here. I will just stick it here. Oh, come on, man. Too small. Okay. So that's done. We removed the charging MOSFET from the donor board. Now it's I think around 10 minutes now, so I will take it out from the UV light, turn it off, and then now I will check it if why it's not auto-focusing. Oh yeah, I pressed manual, that's why. Anyway, so as you can see, this UV mask, so it's covering that grounded area, and now we have got that here, that now what I will do, I will put little bit of flux here and little bit of solder paste, and hoping to make a good pad. So in this sort of situation, now what we have to do is to get solder paste flux. So I will put little bit of flux on the tip here. Come on, put here, and then a little bit of solder paste. There's too much, so what I will do, I will just get it on the tip. Okay, see that little bit of ball, I will just
So I'm confused. Are your Apple phones like parallel import or copies
can you explain him what is refurbish and what is not non-refurbish?
So refurbished means that only the motherboard is.
Yeah, because means that the part has been replaced before, but they are not. They're still in the.
So as you have seen, I have already put some solder here and covered the other grounded area. Now we will check if that pad which we have just made, if it's working and connected to this terminal,
Yeah, it's asserting
which it is. You see, I'm just touching the tip of that solder ball, so that looks all good to me. So this is how you can make
it's
pads. So that's all good. So we are all set to go now. I have got both the charging MOSFET. So now the rule of this sort of repair, and if you are doing any micro soldering, is to go out and come out as soon as possible. The more you stay in there, the more mistakes you are more likely to make. So I will just so what I'm gonna do in this situation, because this is the area of the board where the FPC connectors are located very close, which I have already covered with heat resist tape, but now we know there are some capacitors, they are misplaced. I have to align them. So I will put both the MOSFET at same time because they are pretty close, and then at the same time I will be soldering them back and then aligning all the component, because I don't want to go in and out too many times. I don't want to hit the board. So first of all, I will put a little bit of flux here, not too much, because I don't want them to floating around here. And then this is the first one, so I will take it out from here. I supposed to clean them with isopropyl alcohol, but should be okay. So I will show you here in microscope. Okay, so this is okay. I will move it around. I think I have to rethink. Maybe I have to do one first because they are so small. I don't want them to float on the. So I will just give it a little bit of heat, not too much. So I will do one before. So I thought maybe I can do both together, but here in the actual situation I can see they are too small. I have to hold it. So I think you can see. Okay. I will just let it settle down by itself, so I will remove it. So that looks okay to me. Maybe, and I will now get the other one. So the other one, I put it here. Okay, so other way around. And now I think I can do both together, because the first one, which is I think U3201, it's already is sitting right there. And now at the same time, so I will making my position comfortable so that I can hold it. Maybe little bit of more flux. Here you go. And now at the same time, while I'm heating the board, I will be doing those caps to align. So even though my heat gun is on pressure 1, but still it's throwing it away. Come on man, don't disappoint me. Okay, so now I will leave it. It's not sitting right now at the moment, so I will leave it now. Oh man, this is difficult. Maybe should I show you here? No, it's not clear, so maybe here. So anyway, so now what I'm doing now is I'm putting those capacitors also. Yeah, I have done one successfully, that's good. And I'm just checking these MOSFET if they are settling down. I hate this when there are lots of component that's been misplaced. Whoever has done it, not right man. Okay, now look down here. I have to do something about my microscope, even though this is the expensive one. Okay, see. Anyway, I will remove this heat resist tape because this is reflecting. I will remove this heat resist tape and then see. Maybe you can see clearly. So I think now you can see clearly here. Okay, that's better. So these are the 3 capacitor, and this is the both the MOSFET. So to me it looks like they are sitting properly. So now we will check it if it's turning on or charging. If it's still not, maybe we have to. If it's still not, maybe we have to do some more diagnostic, but should be okay. Okay, I will get the board now, which is, maybe I can. Oh my, look at my table, man. It's all burnt. Uh, most most of these burnt. I haven't done that. We offer logic board repair courses, so we have got another 2 tables where we teach. But sometimes the students, they have to use my table as well. That is where um, they burn the table as well. So that's not me. Anyway, so now what we have to do is where is, okay, this is the board As I told you before, I'm not good at putting these FPC connectors. David does it for me, and put it here, and it should work, unless there is. This is the camera connector, so I'm just putting it so that here, here. So battery connector. Should I put the LCD first here? So this is the new LCD. I think they were trying to replace the screen. That is where they killed the phone. So put the battery connector. I don't need the camera connectors, and then put the charging port. Okay, let's turn it on. Yep, there you go. Okay, that's all done. So on the app meters I can see that's drawing the right voltage. So guys, thank you very much for watching. We are in Hamilton, New Zealand. So what we have learned today is if you have got a repair shop and you replace batteries and LCD screens, so just be careful with the customer's phone, so not to break anything. And if you are a repair shop, or if you are a technician and you would like to learn these sort of logic board repair courses, I will leave the link for the more details in the link below. So we learned today how to replace the charging MOSFET on iPhone 8, and then we also learned if the pad is broken and how to find where that line is going to with the board viewer. And we have also learned how to use UV mask while you are doing the jumping. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Bye.